video. Thank you so much. Lisa K, are you going to come up here or are you going to do a live later on where you get 30 people in the chat? If you want a panel, Lisa, right here's your panel. Come on up here, Lisa. I just want to talk to you, Lisa. You said Shelby Shell was stabbed 60, let me read this, 65 times. His eye don't work. His hands don't work. He can't make the origami stuff with the paper. He can't fold the paper. What else did you say? You see, the fact of the matter is, Lisa, he did go to the hospital, but he was sick. He wasn't stabbed. He was sick. But you told everybody. You lied to everybody. You lied. You listened to what he said. Oh, 847 times and lost an eye. Well, I've heard her say it like 3 or 4 different times. I've never seen her produce a receipt. I just like, wait a minute. And now this live is getting hijacked because this, oh, there she is. Hold on a second. Selah, do you ever say anything that's not a lie? Lisa, I don't think you ever say anything that's the truth. And a lot of people are I'm getting like tons of email and they're like, oh my God, Ernie, thank you for bringing this out. Lisa K has been in different communities and she has destroyed herself. And she's destroyed herself in this community as well. I know 2 or 3, listen, I don't get along with Blame Katie. I don't get along with Ghost. I don't get along with none of those people. But I'm going to say this. They have brought it out that Lisa K has nothing to say. That's a fact. Nope. Why? Boom. As soon as I named Candace Wells, check this out. As soon as I started naming Candace Wells, and look at that. They blocked me. Look at that.
Wow, look at that. Got blocked out right there on the end.
Wow. And I'm not going to tell about the rest of it. See, I've got this locked down, Lisa. When you say that it ain't these people, I've got it locked down. I will go through hell and high water and put myself on the line for the people and the truth to come out about that child, okay? I'm just telling you. Now, I understand because I named Vice Lords. As soon as I named Vice Lords and Candace Wells, I got blocked. So, you see, I've already went far beyond other YouTubers and what they've done and what they're going to do. I'm going to bring out the facts tonight, people. Tonight, I will bring out the facts.
Look at Lisa K. She's denying that she did that. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. She put it on her community post. And let me tell you something, Lisa. What Ernie just showed is called a receipt. Something we ain't never seen out of you since you dreamed up somebody getting stabbed 65 times. That's got to be a world record. 65 times? Oh, my God. Wow, Lisa. 65 times.
I'm going to show you another receipt, guys. I'm going to show you the team that we have. We have a great team. Everybody in there. There will be no monetization. I've turned it all off. There will be no Cash Apps, no PayPal, no Chime. No way for me to get money on this. This is me saying it. This is alleged. This is alleged me saying this. I did hear they found something. This was pretty much a party house, a sex house is what it was. I'm not going to talk no more about Bill, the bloodhound that they used. So I'm going to break it down to you guys, and I'm going to show you no matter what you do, no matter how you look at it, how can it be a lark? There is no lark. There's no money involved in it. No matter how you look at it, you're going to see firsthand everything broken down.
Judging before it even gets out, just like they did when you told them this was going to break within 3 days of it. That was a month ago, y'all.
No, I said this. It's been okay. So law enforcement visited me about, I want to say 5 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago. I was on Brooks' channel. It was when the detective, the investigator, Jason, what's his name? Jason Jensen. Jason Jensen brought the stuff out from Knoxville. I already knew about the stuff from Knoxville because I was the one that done the field interviews. I already knew about all of it. I was the one that brought it out. You don't know who Candace and Don was before the internet. Nobody does. That place was pretty much a party house, a sex house is what it was. I'm not going to talk no more about Summer Wells on this programming because of what we got going on. Now, tonight, I'm going to bring it out, and I ain't going to fool with this case anymore, people, until something breaks. And here again, I'm going to say this. I'm saying, I'm going to make another one. I was 12 days or 13 days off from this last one. I'm going to say again, I'm going to say January, early February. I think this is going to be over with. Every bit of it. I think everything's going to be over with it. I think there's things that we don't understand that's coming down the pipeline. I think there are people that they met secretly on this. I think they're keeping this together because of YouTubers, and I think this is what's going to happen. I have heard that they did find something. I did hear that. Now, this is allegations. This is me saying it. This is alleged. This is alleged me saying this. I did hear they found something. I did hear that. I'm going to say that right now. I'm telling everybody that. I don't want no money out of this. I'm saying it right now. I did hear that they did find something in the search.
These people, we work jobs. Ernie works 60 hours a week. When he comes live on here for 15 minutes to update y'all, that's all it is. It's a
Boom, boom, boom. Exactly. You're exactly right. I do know people. I know people that's connected to the case. I can't say that I don't. I do. So I have to put out what the facts are, okay? Now, if those people who straddle the damn fence don't do that, because I'm not going to do that. I have been buried off. I have been led astray. I'm not that. I am not that. I am the predator hunter. That is my this is my world, okay? This is what I excel at. When I see the way these photos and when I see the way this child was done, I excel at this because it brings back memories. It shows me. It brings back my training. It's like, hey, you know this. You do understand this. Boom, boom, boom. Exactly. You're exactly right. I do know people. I know people that's connected to the case. I can't say that I don't. I do. So I have to put out what the facts are, okay? Now, if those people that are associated with the case understand that, then they'll understand that it is for the best. Always remember that. But if you do the first thing that's wrong, I don't care if it's a little thing, guess what? They're going to remember that on you. They're going to remember that. Now, I said this. My belief is Candace will be the first one to be arrested. And I say that with truth in that. I say that with truth. Now, you guys can have your assumptions. You can have your accusations. You can bring whatever you want to. You can sit there. You can put a big title up. You can misstrew it. You can do whatever. But the fact of the matter is, you have to stay by what we really know. It ain't what somebody said, and they can't prove this or that. You got to show the facts. You got to show this. We're not a bunch of Lisa K's up here, okay? We're not. Thank you. There's a lot of people that said that. You're right. There's a lot of people that said that. And here's the thing. You have to look at the people also who are trying to help with the case, who are putting it out there. And then again, you have to look at the people who've done nothing for the case. Let me say this. It's a fact, guys. And the statistics show. If you take a missing child of this nature, and there's plenty of them. Look at poor little Monkey. Let me just say this. Look at Monkey. His mother did everything she could in her power to find her baby. She did everything in her power to find her baby. Look at other missing children around. Look at their parents. They're dying. They're losing it. They don't know what's going on. It's that void in their heart that cannot be filled. And they're out there each and every single freaking day, changing their life. You know what? Looking for their child. Looking for that little baby. Show me one time that Donnie did fucking thing for something. Show me one time they joined the search. Show me one time they didn't have their asses in a hotel while everybody else was out there looking for that baby. And I'm going to show you something. You will not find it. They did not. Let me say something else too. Don, you are one of the biggest pieces of shit, and I don't give a damn. Any man that says, I've been around where they're using and they're doing child trafficking, you need to turn your man card in, son. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a felon. I am a felon. I am a criminal now. In the state of it, I am considered a criminal, okay? I am a felon. I don't have to go by the law. I don't have to go by your rules anymore. You do understand that, right? I don't have to walk on eggshells, Don. And that's out of this. I want out of this case. I don't want nothing else to do with this case because it does bother me. It does bother my morals. It does it does go against the way that I believe. It does. Because my family back in the day, they would have you hanging from a telephone pole somewhere with your ribs and stuff opened out. You would earn your wings, son. That's what they used to do. Go back and look at look at how they used to take care of people like you. Look at that. The fact of the matter is, it's there. I'm glad this is the end for me on this. I'm glad that this is done. But the fact of the matter is, we'll always be these people that have been involved in their children's disappearance. Look at the ratio. Look at the percentage. 84, 92%. Look at it. It's always comes down to somebody that they know. Child trafficking has to come down with somebody they know mostly. It ain't the statistics. Listen, guys, the statistics of a complete stranger not knowing a child, grabbing a kid and running off with it is very rare. Very, very, very rare. It's usually the parents or somebody that child knows. Guess what? You guys can be how you want to. You can be flip-floppers. That's one thing you'll never be able to say about me is a flip-flopper because I'm not. I'm not a flip-flopper. I've had people try to lead me off the trail, lead me off the path. But my heart only lets me go so far. It only lets me go so far, and I have to come back to it. I'm the kind of son of a bitch that runs to the fire. I can't help that. You may say I'm crazy. You may say I'm messed up in the head or whatever, but the fact's still there. I am for the children. If I wasn't for the children, I would have never came up with this logo. Never, ever would I ever had that logo. You remember the logo? Everybody remembers the logo. We the people will protect the children at all costs. That stands for something, people. I don't care. I don't care who you are and what you've done in your past. As long as you've never hurt a child, harmed a child, or hurt or raped a woman or something like that. No, we don't put up with that over here. I understand people make mistakes in their past. I've made mistakes in my own past. But I also know what it really is. When it comes down to it, people, you're not different than me. We're all the same when it comes to this. If you believe we the people will protect the children at all costs and you stand for that in your life, and you put that in your life, as in Proverbs 23:7, as he thinketh in his heart, as is he. I know who I am. I know who I am. And I hope you know who you are. When you look in that mirror, what are you looking at? Can you say that you honestly did everything you could? That you honestly did everything in your power that you could do? You know what? When I die and God has me standing in front of him, I'll be able to say that without a doubt. Let me tell you this, people. You don't have haters unless you're doing something great, okay? Haters has never bothered someone that's not doing anything, okay? Think about that. You only have haters if you're doing something. You know what? People only attack you if you tell something true about them. Did you know that? They don't bother if it's a lie. They don't care for shit. I ain't worried, but they try to go after you once you say something that's true about them, and that's a fact. I'm going to conclude this and be done with this. I do appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you. Tonight is going to be one hell of a live. No ads, no anything playing, no monetization, no nothing. This is for Summer Wells. Much respect. God bless you all. Thank you all for fighting the good fight. If you want to donate, you can donate. If you don't, don't. And as